Hello folks, R1 here. We're going to take a quick peek at the test server for EVE Online. I've been reluctant to do so because things are very much in an unfinished state for the next patch, Rhea. But here are a few interesting tidbits, work in progress if you will. I'm going to start out with the variations on the MOA. Of course they're all grouped here in the Caldera lineup. And using ISIS is probably the easiest way to do that right now. Now, here's the standard MOA that we all know and have come to love, hate. That phrase kind of fits this situation. Some people love this new model, and I include myself amongst them, but some people hate it. And that's unfortunate because I think it looks outstanding. Next, let's take a look at something a little bit more advanced. The Eagle. Long-range sniper. Now here, all the changes are up top or in front, especially that long targeting array on the nose. Now I'm not sure what the boxy apparatus up top does, but I'm sure it has to do with command and control of long-range weaponry. They managed to pull off the look, I think, pretty well. The Eagle at least looks deadly, even if many people would say it lacks that capability in game. I've always been fond of the Eagle. I think there's a lot of value in steady support fire from long range, but that's just me. And that brings us to our last new design, the Onyx. An interdictor, heavy interdictor. Now there's not much that's changed up top at all. It looks good. But look on the front underneath. Look at those big beams underneath the belly, as if meant to project something outward, I'm assuming for the long distance interdiction beam that it can put out. And we have the rotating array underneath, which I'm going to assume is part of the apparatus for projecting an interdiction bubble. Now with those two pieces alone, this model screams, I'm going to either stop you in the space around me, or I'm going to target you at long range and bring you to a screeching halt, at least as far as warp capability is concerned. Again, I think they did a pretty good job. Now we get to the heart of the matter. The Blackbird. Brand new model. Whole lot different from the Lego Blackbird that we're all used to. It's been described as an angry insect, and yes, there is a distinct similarity. It's all angles and flat planes. It very much looks like it's built to avoid detection itself, and perhaps interfere with the targeting of others. I like the little antennas twitching toward the rear. That just adds to the whole insect motif. She's still not much on looks, but she sure looks like she means business. I think we'll take a look at the Rook next. Now the Rook is a much more combat-oriented vessel, still with significant EW capability. And that conning tower on the right front of the ship, it looks like it means business. The whole ship just looks more aggressive. They've added a few other touches here and there. You'll notice the animation, that little antenna twitch, is not there on this model yet. I'm sure it's coming soon. In fact, the animation on all these ships appears to be either missing or incomplete at the moment. And I'll show you that a little bit later. Now the last new hull on the list is the Falcon. Again, a different conning tower on the right of the ship, which definitely looks like its textures need some work. But that nose piece they have on there now, it just screams electronic warfare. Again, they did a great job with it. The color scheme even looks good on it too. Now that may change a little bit. A lot of the textures I have noticed have gone from glossy to dull matte and back again on almost all the ships in the EVE universe. So we'll see how this pans out in the long run. Let's go ahead and take the Blackbird out, and I'll show you what I mean about the animations. The ship looks great in space. This is an Amar system, and it lends a golden glow to it, even though it's primarily a kind of a satin finish. It does reflect the ambient golden light, I think, rather well. This new lighting engine that they're using is outstanding. I think we're going to see them fiddle with it a lot here in the near future. But so far the results look great. Well, let's warp to a belt real quick. The belt, new features, the dust clouds, etc., they're not in place yet, unfortunately. Which is one reason why I've held off on doing this video for a while, but I wanted to show you this now for a number of reasons. Now here's the animation. You'll notice the antennas folding in on the wingtips and in the rear, and watch the front as these panels slide up, and then the animation breaks and everything snaps back into place. This is so unfortunate. I really want to see how this looks when it's all done, but this will give you the general idea with those front panels lifting like wings and opening up the front of the ship to space. I think this is arguably the most ambitious animation that CCP has attempted so far, and I'm not sure that this is the extent of it. Let's wheel it around and take a look at the rear animation as we warp back to the station. Boy, they've certainly come a long way from their old limit of 8 thrusters. Notice how the antennas snap in and then retract. The front panels open up, and then the animation breaks again. Drives me crazy. I really want to see it work, but that will come soon enough. We've jumped the gun a little bit with this video, but I just couldn't help myself. Now you Eve pilots are going to have to bear with the next section of this video. I know most of you have probably already seen this, but a lot of the people that watch this channel are individuals that prefer other games, especially War Thunder, and aren't entirely familiar with the EVE Online universe. However, lately, more and more of them have expressed curiosity about EVE and what it's really like. Well, EVE has always had a tradition of putting out some great trailers to advertise their game. The only criticism that a lot of folks have had with it is that the situations and dialogue is a little bit contrived. They're trying to tell a story with their trailers. They've taken various approaches with the trailers that they put out to try and introduce you to the EVE Online universe, but they've done something new. They recently asked for submissions, stories if you will, of the players' adventures in EVE Online, and particularly for the voice communications that they have had in-game. Now they have taken these voice comms and they have edited a great deal, although the version that you're about to see is not heavily edited. I have to warn you right now, there's a little bit of harsh language here and there because, hey, we're EVE players. But these are actual live voice comms that were taken during various situations in EVE Online, including combat. They took the situations that were described to them and whatever video footage that they could, and they recreated them with their graphics tools to give you a better view of what would be happening in EVE at that point in time, considering the situation. Now, as you can see, the graphics in EVE are great, but we can't get the same point of view that CCP can provide us with the more advanced tools that they have. And I'm okay with that. They are going to make these situations really come to life. And all the voice comms you hear in this new trailer are real. This is the new trailer and their new approach for them from EVE Online. It's called This Is EVE, and I hope you like it.
What we're going to do, guys, we're going to sit 10K off a target, we're going to blap it really quick, and then we're going to warp to the run spot. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Outstanding. Okay, stand by.
So hey guys, here's the deal. They got their Prophecy fleet up, and then Razor also has an Oracle fleet. So we should have some interesting stuff about to happen.
So it's going to be like this. We're going to portal through, and at the same time, the triage carriers are going to jump. Just the triage carriers at first. Everyone clear?
Let me see. Oh crap. I think... Will we be able to take on Guardians?
Yeah, they got 4 Guardians. I don't think we should do this.
I don't think we can do this.
Don't worry about that.
Now we're going to fucking play some fun games.
My heart's racing.
And relax. All wings align. Primary is the Dominics in 5, 4, 3, 2, decloak decloak, decloak. Torpedoes on the Dominix, Dominix, Dominix.
Orbit on me, micro warp drives on. We're moving.
Secondaries, Vipers in the Omen.
He's in structure. Take him down.
Newt, that revelation out now.
All newts on the ramp.
Burn out towards that Guardian now.
All damps on the damnation, all damps on the damnation. Scepter, stay here and tackle prophecies. This is where we fight.
Alright. So I'm carrying 100 times more than my ship is worth. There were some pirates chasing me. There's one guy chasing me through like 5 different systems. I need to get the fuck out of this system.
This little rock right here is worth about 166 million ISK. For some people this might not be a big deal, but for me, it's huge.
Cellar 4.2, pretty nice. Gonna produce 4 of them, 2 days, 19 hours, 11 minutes, 44 seconds. We can expect to make 8 to 10 million around there.
51 out of 56 grid? Okay, good. And we've got 5 modules to fit in here. The ship's speed is actually pretty good. It can hit 4K a second. We're gonna hurt that now by adding on some armor buffer.
Up, success! Yeah. Thanks, dudes.
Yay, Sophie's so much fun.
Oh yeah, such fun. It's almost done now. Like, less than a week. Oh look!
Whoa!
Okay, got it. Oh,
Whoa!
shit!
Wow!
That is Ricks and Kings right there.
Archivian silos down, Archivian silos down. Go, 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 silos down. Portal, portal, primary.
Gate is green, gate is green. Sniper skills to long range utilize BSC. Timer gets idle and green, come on.
Oh shit, how do I warp to something?
E-War drone. All E-War drones on Scott.
Where are you decloaking?
Patch, so will be the secondary. Oh my god, that's a Titan! Holy shit!
Do not engage.
Let's go! Get those fucking bombs out! Red group fire! Gold group stand by! Come on, boys! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that's fucking sweet!
So that was the new trailer, This Is Eve. The situations were real. The voice communications were real. Everything played out exactly like the trailer has depicted it, often using original video footage taken by the players themselves to recreate these events as accurately as possible using their developer tools. And even where the video was entirely recreated, they kept as true to the events as possible. So those of you out there wondering what EVE Online is really like, there you go. Hopefully CCP will continue along this path in how they make their trailers and continue to base them on the adventures that we, the players, have. It gives you a much better idea of what to expect in-game. I'll let you go for now, and until I see you again, good hunting.